Hello and welcome to True Guidance Tarot. I'm Adriana Teodoro-Dier. I'm a spiritual medium and intuitive reader, your guide to a clear perspective. Today I've got a guided and channeled message for Aries. This is a high vibration message from the other side for your benefit on your journey this week. If you're new to the channel, I would like to ask you to consider subscribing so that we can keep this positive energy going. And let's get into your reading. So the first card I'm going to draw is the energy that the universe presents to you this week. We have the Four of Wands. So this is a nice confirmation energy as well as cautionary energy. This says that you've done some good work so far, laying a good foundation, putting things in place that will provide you the basis for growth and a better structure in the future. However, it's also saying that there's a bit of an open-endedness to what's going on. It's kind of like it could still go either way, like we're not sure. So this is definitely like, don't celebrate too early. Don't get overconfident too early. It's more just accept where you are and take honest stock of what's good, what needs to be strengthened, and what still needs to be fixed or worked on. So we're not quite at 10 yet. We're still at 4. So be patient. Appreciate where you are. This is not saying, only look at the negative. They're just reminding me there's flowers in the top. So it looks like they're put there for a celebration. So they are wanting me to emphasize with you that this is about celebrating the positive, but it's about being really realistic and being very grounded and practical about, okay, well, this is where we are, this is where we still have to go, and this is what we kind of haven't achieved yet. There's something else coming through, so just give me a second here. Okay, they're saying the word house, and I know there's a house on this card, but it's like literally what is in your house right now. So when you think of house, a house is something that supports you, that shelters you, and there are things in our house that are good, but sometimes there are unwanted things in our house. Like sometimes you can get bugs, or you can get animals, squirrels or mice or something like that. So it's saying, look at what's in your house. There's something maybe small that you're not looking at, that maybe it doesn't need to be there. Maybe it's not really for the beneficial running of this ship. So just watch out for the small stuff. Our next card, interesting, is Three of Wands. So this is why I think they had me tell you that. The Three of Wands is looking at the big picture of where we're going. It's so focused on the future that sometimes it doesn't look at what's exactly in front of it. So just keep that advice in mind. Look out for every small little thing that's in your house and make sure that the whole thing is set for you to literally have the world in your hands at the end of this venture, at the end of this period of growth. You need to make sure you've got everything within your grasp. So, okay, they're telling me to keep going. All right, we next have the Prince of Swords going into the Two of Swords and ending with Queen of Pentacles. Interesting. Okay. Okay, this is interesting. So for some of you, you already know what that little mouse in your house is, that little thing I was talking to you about. You're not wanting to address it though. You're unwilling to go to the confrontation stage. You're not wanting to bring this up with the person or speak your truth or bring it to, okay, this is very specific. There's someone, it's not necessarily your responsibility. It's like there's somebody higher up or someone that's more responsible for this person's behavior or for this, this particular little situation. And you're not wanting to bring it up to that person. That's interesting. Why don't they want to bring it up to the person? Okay, it's a fear of putting yourself out there. So I think this goes both ways, whether that's you're that situation I just talked about, or you don't want to say it yourself. You don't want to put yourself out there. And this guy is not afraid to do that, right? But he's headed straight for the Two of Swords. And so you're kind of not sure where it's going to lead. Is this going to blow back and hit you in the face? Like, are you going to get a reputation for being that person? Or are you going to destroy the relationship between you and the other person? You know, what's going to happen if you speak out for this little mouse in your house? And we have the Queen of Pentacles on the other side. And the Queen of Pentacles is asking you to calm down and look at this from a bigger perspective. Look at the whole house. Is what's happening with this person really good for the whole house? Or is it less about exterminating the mouse and cooperating with it? Is it about getting it so that it understands that it's on the same team? That it's not there to destroy the house, it's there to add to the house. And if it cannot add to the house, then maybe it needs to make a different choice. Because if, it's a funny metaphor to be stuck in, if everyone wants this ship to move forward, and now we moved on to ships, if everyone wants to move this ship forward and there's one person that's got a rope on the ship and it's holding back to land, it's not going to have a fun time because that ship is much stronger than that one person. They're not in the best situation. If they're acting to sabotage the entire endeavor, they're not in the best situation and they need to be in a different one. This Queen of Pentacles is asking you to be grounded, to be reasonable, to speak softly and to listen carefully, but understand that you're looking at the bigger rhythm. You're looking at the bigger flow and functioning of that house. You know, everything moving has a rhythm, right? When you hear a train, you can hear a da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, right? There's a rhythm happening. There's a rhythm to your day. There's parts that are more agitated. There's parts that are quieter. And this is asking you to look at the rhythm of the entire organism, the entire thing, whether it's a company or whether it's yourself, and see, okay, that's a little out of tune. That's a little off there. We need to bring it back in. Back into harmony, back into balance. That's what she's asking you to do. So this is not about a battle of right or wrong. This is not about protecting or destroying a relationship. This is about reharmonizing something that's just gone a little bit off kilter, a little bit out of whack. And, you know, again, if this person doesn't want to be in the capacity that is best for everyone, then this gives them the space to really choose for themselves. So this is not about pointing out wrongs. This is about trying to create a better flow overall, a better functioning overall. And I can't say to you enough, this Queen of Pentacles card is so understated and quiet. This may be something that you don't do out in the open. This may be a quiet conversation in a back room or a corner or, you know, in private. This is not a moment. This is a quiet, soft, gentle moment. I've forgotten where we started. Oh yeah, Four of Wands. Okay, so to bring us back to the beginning, where we had the Four of Wands, where you're laying this foundation, the way you handle the situation has huge implications for the way the rest of this path is going to go for you. How you handle this matters. So the softness, the gentleness, the willingness to listen, and the desire to get everybody on a page that benefits everyone, that's the way we need to handle this situation. And if you follow that, that is really going to help your growth in the future and really help you move up to the next stage. So, questions about that, please reach out in the comments. I always love to hear from you. And if you have other friends or family members that like to hear this kind of thing, spiritual growth, astrology, tarot, whatever, please share this channel with them. I do readings for all 12 signs every week. If you don't see someone's sign there, it is coming out later today. So appreciate your help with that, and I will look forward to seeing you next time.